if you're living in wild and crazy Wyoming, where I live, especially if you live up in the mountains or close to the mountains, it's cold. Wyoming is about right in here. Plus, Wyoming has a high elevation. It's higher above sea level than many places, so it's colder. But over here, it's not bad. You know, over here in California, woo, you could be at the beach if you wanted to. I grew up in Missouri, which is more in here. But in Wyoming, pictures of my home right now, there's quite a bit of snow.
A lot of snow.
A lot of snow.
We like snow.
You like snow? Oh, yeah, a lot of snow. In fact, yeah, you have to be careful because there's not very many people in Wyoming. So if you go from one town to another in your car, and most people in Wyoming own a car, they need a car. So if you go from one city to another city, you make sure that you have enough gas, and you make sure that you have extra blankets, or you have lots of warm clothes in case there's a problem, because it's so cold. That's what I love about this country. It's so hot. It's so steamy. Oh, I love it. But look at this crazy hair. It's like, crazy hair. Oh, yes, good for you.
You surprised? Go to in Thailand, really hot.
It is really hot, but yes, it is. But that rain this morning, oh my goodness, it was wonderful. I get to open up and look out on this beautiful country with the trees that are gorgeous and the birds. It's really a remarkable place. I'm so honored to be here. I can't believe it. My friends can't believe I get to be here. Yes?
Wyoming, near what city?
When you're Washington, D.C.?
Washington, D.C.
Near the
What city?
What city is in the air? Okay, well, Wyoming is a state. And there are many states. And then there are cities inside of a state. I live in Sheridan, which is a city that's in Wyoming. Yes.
What's the name of the Wyoming? What's the name
What the name?
of the city?
Oh, Sheridan, Wyoming. Sheridan is the city.
Same as the state.
And Wyoming is the state. Just like, you don't have to write this down. You don't have to write it down. Okay, but let me put that up here. Just like you've heard, many of you heard of Miami. Miami is a city in the state of Florida. Sheridan is a city in the state of Wyoming. Here is a crazy song about the states. Here are all the states. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana. So that's all of, there's 50. Those are states. So, in the country of the United States. Just a second, hold on a second. There are many cities in each of these states. So just like Bangkok is a city,
Sheridan is the capital.
Sheridan is a city. Someone said teacher.
Sheridan is the capital.
No, Cheyenne is. Cheyenne is the capital of Wyoming. That's where a lot of the government, the leaders live of Wyoming. You don't have to copy this down. Just saying, I did this specifically because you like to, people seem to like to see things, so that's why. Yes?
Would you mind describing the meaning of The range times the week.
Pardon, say that again, please. Please write the meaning up.
The range times the week.
I'm sorry, I'm not following you.
This one. The range time of which.
Length times the width. Oh, excuse me.
Why the length time.
Oh, let's do it different. Length. How long something is. Yes, how long it is. You don't say though, what is your length, Pat? You say, how tall are you? How tall are you? But when you're talking about something like this, or a country, and the measurement, that would be length. Could you say length for me? Length, length, length. And this is the width. How wide something is. How wide it is, the width. And sometimes you use them like length and width the same. But width is usually this way. So define the area. The area is everything inside. Job. So define the area of something, like if this were, yeah, you would just take this, if this were 6 and this were 4, you would multiply those two. That's what the area is. So the area would be 24. Length times the width. You're so welcome. We're talking a lot. Is that okay?
Yes.
Who? And then someone else. I don't think I know your name. Did you come yesterday?
I just come today.
Oh, great.
Today.
And your name?
T-O-I.
T-O-I. Oh, mercy. What's this about? Do you think I could sing and you'll put it on there? Toy, do you have a question about the United States?
Now, the weather, how many degree?
Oh, how many degrees?
Yeah.
And you know,
Your country.
okay, in my city of Sheridan, Wyoming, I don't know Celsius, that's the C, I know Fahrenheit. So in Sheridan, Wyoming, and you know what we always do too in the United States? We put a comma after the city, and then we put the state. So right now the temperature in, ooh, someone made a mistake, sorry. In Sheridan, Wyoming is probably about 5 degrees Fahrenheit. It can get as cold as minus 30 degrees. Wow. Yeah. Oops. And then the wind blows. And then it gets really cold. Oh, it's very cold. It's also very beautiful though. But you know what? It seems so cold, but I have special clothing. So I can still walk when it's that cold. And I put on my special clothing. I walk to church just for the exercise. But I don't get cold because I have my big old cold coat and all of that. I'm thinking though it might be better to live in Thailand, where you never have to wear those big old coats. Yes.
How many months or winter seasons?
How many months? Oh, you know, there's, in Wyoming, it's just supposed to be, in the United States, there's supposed to be 3 months each season. But in Wyoming, no. It's winter a long time. We don't always call it winter because it's not at the dates. But it is so cold, winter lasts a long time. We have very little fall and very little spring because it's so cold for so long. Do you guys eat sweet potatoes and yams? Yams? Okay. Yeah, they're the color of your, yes, okay. It's, you can't grow things like yams in Wyoming. It's not a long enough season. You can't grow lots of fruit in Wyoming. It's not a long enough season.
Enough sunlight.
Yeah,
Enough sunshine.
exactly. And heat, and also heat, not just the sun. Actually, we have a lot of sunshine. We have more sunshine in Wyoming than most states. It almost never rains. So you know what we have? This is so crazy. In my yard, there are pipes under the ground, and water comes up in the morning so that the grass will grow. Isn't that crazy? Otherwise, there's no grass. It's just so dry, and it doesn't rain. So actually, there's a lot of sunshine. And there's but just, it's so cold anyway, even when the sun is out. Hang on, I should have done a better job of this. Now, Jay isn't here today, is she? I don't see Jay, okay. I'm sorry, I'm really trying to get better at this, but you can see I'm not there yet.
She studied in next door class.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. Come on, Pat, you can do it. But I have forgotten your name, and I'm so sorry, in the beautiful green. Yes? Nam. And I have you on here, but I am not finding you. Oh, here you are, Nam. Hi. What did you do last night, Nam?
I prepared a question for you.
You did what?
I prepared a question for you. Right?
Yes, last night you... Say that again, I just didn't hear you.
I prepared my lesson and
Oh,
I
great.
prepared a question for you.
Oh, super, super. What's your question then?
How about the senior lives in the United States?
How about what?
The senior's life. The senior's life in the United States.
I'm not understanding Celian's life.
Senior citizens.
Senior citizens.
Yes.
That's what I thought you said first and then not so much. I think that your culture maybe respects seniors more than our culture does in the United States. Often, senior citizens are placed in a different, if their families can't care for them, they're usually placed in a special home for seniors.
It's a nursing home.
A nursing home. Or we now have...
But it's really expensive also.
Many of them are. And then some of them are not nursing homes. Some of them are just for senior citizens. In the United States, we don't as much have our parents living with us. Now, you all do that, don't you? Don't you often have your older family members living in your family?
Yes.
With you?
Big families.
Big families. I think that's a lovely way to do it. We don't do that as much. When my father died, my mother came and lived with me and my 2 daughters. But then she got to a point where she needed more help. She lived with me for 8 years. So then she went to a special home for seniors. And I go visit her more. But I think you all are so much better about loving and respecting older people than we are.
And it's you because now in Thailand there are a lot of senior citizens.
Okay, and that's also true in the United States. They're
And
called,
that is a problem issue because the youngers have to work a lot and they have not much time to take care of their parents. And how did the other one, because now the government will help will manage the senior citizen.
and if you're a senior citizen and you don't have a lot of money in the United States, you can still go to a nursing home. The government helps. If you have money and you choose to go to a nursing home, you'll probably get to go to a little bit fancier one, a nicer nursing home. Yeah, we could learn from you all, I'm sure, about a better way of taking care of our older relatives. Tim, thank you so much for okay. Do you have a question? Okay. Anyone else have any questions? Yes, ma'am. Oh, wait. Nadia.
Would you tell us about your opinion, comparison between the election in the US and China?
Oh, I'm not smart enough to know that. Are you? I'm really not. You mean the relationship between how China and the United States gets along? Is that what you're saying?
Your opinion, comparison between the household election in US and Thailand. How is different with
Okay, so now I'm comparing the U.S. and Thailand, and what am I comparing? The relations?
the instant of the people, for example, the method, the process, and the interest to choose the best person.
The best person for what?
If I want to choose someone,
For
how the way I know this man is very good.
Oh, so how dating, men and women, marriage? Is that what you mean? How women and men meet? Okay, I think that's what you mean. Starting at about, I think it's too young. This was my rule for my daughters. At my daughters, when they turned 16, they could start dating. They had to be home at a certain time. And I had to know this young man in one way or another. So usually it's someone they go to school with. Although now, many of my friends who are my age, as well as my daughter's ages, meet online. Good morning. Through like Match.com or something like that. They go online and put in their information, and they meet a lot of people that way and date. And then they get to date a lot of people. And then choose who is right for them.
Usually they are the opinion from the parents. No.
Say that one more. Oh, no. Well, it'd be not a lot. A little bit. Not a lot.
You have independent to have a freedom to decide to choose someone.
And they do have that freedom. However, the divorce rate in the United States is very high. Marriages aren't always very good. Some are. Do you know the word divorce? When a man and a woman split up and are no longer married. So sometimes I think freedom of choice is good, but I can't say to you that marriage here, or marriage in the US lasts longer than in Bangkok. Does it? Is there divorce here?
Yes.
Also the same.
Oh, so there is. Okay, so there is. I think 1 in 2 marriages in the United States ends in divorce. So we do have freedom of choice. Hi, who are you? Hi, what is your name?
My name is Daruni.
Wow, so many wonderful names. Say that again.
Barunee.
Veronique.
Yes.
Hi, Veronique. What did you do last night? What did you do last night?
Last night,
Mhm.
watching TV.
Oh, good. Lots of watching TV.
Drama. Thai drama.
Oh, so you have grandchildren.
Yeah.
I've forgotten your name. I want to say Sue, but that's not right.
My name is Suthasini.
So it is Sue.
Call me Sue.
Great.
Yeah, my name is Sue here.
I'm glad you're here. And you weren't here yesterday, right, Sue?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't see you. Hey, let's look at this. I hope we can get the internet because I want to show you pictures. How do you say that word?
Then.
Thin.
Then.
Thin. Thin. Very low. Thin. Thin. Whoops. I'm sorry, guys. I got up in the morning and then I took a shower. Could you say that with me? I got up in the morning. A shower. Let's do that again.
I got up in the morning and then I took a shower.
Great. Shower. So I got up in the morning and then I took a shower. Then is about sequence often. Can someone give me a sentence using then?
When I finished my breakfast, then I went to English school to join the class.
And what did you say to what the class?
To join
Join the class. When I finished, thank you, you said that so well. When I finished my breakfast, then I went to school to join the class. I called one daughter this morning and then I texted my friend. I'd like another sentence using then, please.
Teacher, after time over the class, and then I turn off the light.
Okay. Say that one more time, please, and I want to type it. Say it again.
Okay. After finish class,
Okay. Oops.
after we have finished class, then I turn on the light. Is it right?
It is right. After we finish the class, then I will turn off the light. So it has to do with what happens next, then. Occasionally it'll be used a little bit differently, but this is then, then. Uh-oh, you know we're gonna do something else. Than. Could you say that, please? Than. So this, very well done. This is then, this is than. And then you often use to compare, not always, but often. So, oh, I said it wrong. I like mango sticky rice better than ice cream. Or more than as well. Oh, I'm so glad you said that. Thank you, whoever said it. Thank you so much. I like mango sticky rice more than ice cream. Tim, could you try to use than in a sentence, please?
I like to go to shopping more than work.
I like to go shopping more than going to work.
She is rich. I like to work more than shopping.
เหมือนกันเราจะคิดอยู่เขา I like to exercise more than to work.
Than. Well said. You all have that than really well. Then and then. Oops. Goodbye. Then, than. Nadia, would you mind to read the last one? Can you see it from there?
My mother was an affirmation. My boss was a better than I am.
Good. That's a great question. Anytime you have a question, please ask it. My mother is no longer living, and so I would use was, because she is now dead. She's been dead for about 3 years. So, because she's no longer living, I could say is, but because she's dead, I would probably say was.
This sentence means now my mother is the best cooker.
Okay, oh good. Now, when you use best, it means you're making a comparison of more than 2 people. Of my whole family, my mother is the best cook. Now, I wouldn't say my mother is the best cook than me. I would say my mother is a better cook than I am. So better is what you use when you compare 2. Best is what you use when you compare 2 or more.
More than to use the best.
Right.
Let's compare 2 things, use the better.
Right, exactly. Exactly. We didn't use than then, but that's okay. Hey, you know what I really need so badly is I need 2 more than sentences. 2 more than sentences. Woot woot. I'm wondering,
Teacher.
Yes, ma'am.
I like mango sticky rice better than no. You don't use.
Oh,
I
okay.
like mango sticky rice better than ice cream. I like mango sticky rice more than ice cream is the same.
It is. You could say more than or better than. And if you knew it for sure,